Guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lara if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. My page, I give a whole bunch of Etsy tips, I do Etsy tutorials, I show you what products you can sell, and basically I show you how to scale yourself on social media, and I also have little lifestyle vlogs and things like that. So if that's the kind of content that interests you, this is definitely the channel for you. So like and subscribe if you haven't already. But today I am going to do another tutorial of one of my best-selling products. People love these videos and I love filming them, so I am going to take you along for a little tutorial. I'll switch over to Loom as per usual and we will create the product together. So I've done highlight covers before, but today are highlight covers for a lash business. So this is for the beauty industry. People in the beauty industry obviously care about aesthetics, so their social media channels kind of reflect that. So I'm going to show you how you can create these highlight covers and really how easy it is to throw them all together. So I typically like to create anywhere from 20 to 30, no, I like to create anywhere from 20 to 60 highlight covers, but today we are just going to do 20 just so that you get the gist of it, because these are very basic and obviously most people don't even have more than 5 highlight covers. So without further ado, I am going to switch over to Loom and we're going to get right into this tutorial. So if you are interested in this, then keep on watching. So before I begin, you're just going to want to make sure that you have a Canva account, and obviously you have your Etsy shop because you're going to be selling these listings on there. But apart from that, it's very easy. You do not need a Canva Pro account. I have a Canva Pro account because I'm a social media manager, so I am obviously creating content on the daily. But if you're just someone who wants to get into selling on Etsy and you really want to cut down on costs, this is a great way to go about it, and everything is free. And I'll show you exactly how it's free in Canva and how you can ensure that it's free in Canva every time. So let's switch over and I'll catch up with you guys in just a sec. So you obviously want to make sure that you have a Canva account and an Etsy account to start selling, but you're going to start off by just logging into your Canva account and you will be taken to a page like this. So what we're going to be working with is this search bar up top, because it will actually size everything correctly for you if you just type in highlight covers. So we are going to do that together. And you'll see there'll be a bunch of templates that will come up, and it actually makes it easy for you because you can even use a template for a design and like make it your own. And I've done this in the past, so it just kind of shows you what to do. I'm going to switch over to templates here because obviously I've made a ton of highlight covers here, but for the sake of today's video, we obviously want to use a template. So I'm just going to wait for this to load and then we will get right into editing it together. So here you'll see a whole bunch of examples. You can even take something like this and make it your own. You could take something with this style and make it your own. Some people do full screen, which is great because I sell those as well. But for the sake of today's video, I want to keep it really, really simple. And we're actually going to use a template. So this, I love it. It has the circles already kind of sized out for you. So we are going to click on this. And obviously we're going to make it our own, but to give credit to My Creative Designs, this is a great template to use. But because this, obviously we're not using her design to sell, we are going to make this our own. So I'm going to customize this template and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Because it's lash artists, I find that they tend to go for very neutral colors. So kind of a black and white is good, kind of a beige, anything very neutral pastel is a great way to go, but obviously it's a template, so they can make it their own. So here is the template fully loaded now. So what I'm going to do first is delete this page. It says delete this page before downloading anyways, but we really don't need it. So we are going to delete this and we are left with these. What I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to completely change this. So I'm going to delete all the others because we just don't need them. And you'll see why. I'm going to take out this and we're going to work with this one. So what I like to do is figure out what words I'm going to put on this, especially because it is a beauty brand. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can research key beauty terms, or you can just kind of go off of memory. Typically, anyone who's a lash artist, they're running their own business, so you can always put certain keywords here. So what I'm going to start with is testimonials. I think this is way too big of a size, so we're gonna drop that down. And I find lash artists like to do something very, very sleek. So when I created these, I went with a cursive font, and I'm kind of gonna recreate these the way that I have them on my Etsy shop. So don't copy this, but use it as inspiration, just because it'll look like we have the same product. But you can play around with different cursive fonts like this one. Le Jour script here, it looks like. I don't really know what that says, which is kind of fun too. I'm gonna go with one of my favorites, and that's Isom script. If you've watched my videos, I literally use this all the time, and it's something that I like to incorporate often. But you can even keep it simple. You can do a very simple font. I just think that this looks really kind of sleek, fun, and playful. So there's the first one. And I like to keep them simple and then have like a writing highlight cover and then a font highlight cover. A writing highlight cover and then a picture or like some sort of icon highlight cover. But you can do things like you can make this bigger, for example, and you can go into elements and you can type in eyelash, and a bunch of different icons will come up that you can kind of put directly onto your highlight cover. So that's another great way to go about it. So here we're in the graphics realm on Canva. So see how I said you can add some sort of font? You could literally add, well, this one you can't really change the color, so that's not going to work well for us, but you can add different icons. The ones with the little icon here are pro. So the only way to get out of this is to hit this kind of filter icon up at the top and scroll down and hit free. Because you have to also assume that not everyone has Canva Pro that's going to be using your template. So this is how you just avoid that issue right on Canva. So you could add something like this to your page and make it fun, but something like that. But you know what I mean? I like to keep it simple. And then what I do is I will duplicate it. I will take away the font, and we can make something kind of fun with what's here. So this one could be for like a tools icon, but it keeps it very simple and fun. And then you could add something else so that it's kind of not like a direct copy, or it's just that standalone image, but because we have the background, it's not really, so you can kind of get away with that. Then I'll do another one of this, and I'll put lashes, keep it simple, another duplicate. Like, it's really this easy. You just have to add and play around with what's there. You can make one maybe with this. You just want to play around with it until it looks the way that you want it to look. But this is how I'm showing you literally how simple it is. And I've created this product, and I've sold a ton of them already this year alone. So we can put price list, because obviously as a lash artist, they have a bunch of different prices and services that they offer. So then we'll take that out, and it's kind of just like duplicating and switching out. And it's really that simple. You can play around with it. You can do something like this here. Let's see if we can change the color on it. You can. And you can kind of add branded colors. You can make it pink or blue or whatever the case may be. But this is just a great way to ensure that you have a whole bunch of ideas. So we are already at 6. So let's duplicate this one here, bring it down, and let's put services. Maybe on this one we can put like, I don't know, something like that. It kind of looks like an eyelash. Like, you can just make it your own, basically. Well, that's good. Where'd it go? See, you can just make it your own or whatever. Like, I don't really like that, so we're gonna get rid of it. But you can size it until it's the way that you want it. and that's kind of it. So some keywords that you can put in are eyelash. Let's try lashes. See what comes up. You can do mascara, like any terms, beauty, like just see what comes up, and then you can play around with it until it's kind of how you like it. I like these highlight covers because I find that they're really quick. Like you can create them in 10 minutes and then you can just continue to make passive income for months at a time. So that's why I highly recommend getting involved in that, because you will have products to sell forever and ever. So here you'll see there's a little bit more options. Some of them are similar, but it really just goes with your theme. Like this is too cartoony for me, but there's some other ones like right here, for example. You can just change the color, and there you have a little eyelash icon. So it's really simple. You just keep adding to this. So let's put lookbook. Some people like getting inspo. So there's another one. And once I add another icon, we're already at 10. So let's put in mascara and see what comes up there. Basically, when someone's done with this, they will download it and they will size it to their liking on their social media pages. So that's why I think this one's really, really fun, and it's very easy to use. So you just keep playing around with it until you see tools that you like. Maybe, I wonder if anything comes up for lash tech. No, not really. Eyelash extensions. Just play around with keywords in the top until obviously you get to what you want. You can use literally, like I use Google if I don't know about an industry very much, but there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can use here. So it's really this simple. You just play around with icons and you play around with fonts. So I would do about 20 of these, and I would price them at about $2.70 or $3.50, like whatever you feel is good. Just do comparables on Etsy, and I guarantee you the passive income will be coming in. I have sold, I want to say about 15 of these in the last 2 months. I have a whole bunch of other products, but just to show you like how easy it is to create a product and sell it on Etsy. I know I was going to say I'd create 20 with you guys, but I think you get the gist of it. It's really simple. Just pick a font that you like, use some icons. You can make the background a different color just by clicking that circle and playing around with it here. You could do a gray, anything like that, and you can make it your own. So it really is that simple, you guys. It's quick, it's fast. You literally use Etsy in your spare time. You throw this together and then you upload it on Canva with an Etsy listing and you're good to go. I wanted to make it short and sweet. I said I was gonna make 20. I made 10, but I think you get the gist of it. Put some keywords into the elements section. Put some fonts that you like on the page and some different highlight covers that you think are worth adding, and you are literally good to go. You can have more icons, you could have less icons, you could have all icons. Basically, just make it related to businesses. And another way that you can do this is by going on Instagram, typing in eyelash technician, lash extensions, and looking at the pages and seeing what highlight covers they have and then kind of mimicking it. So you want to basically create a product that you know people are going to want to use, and there you have it. So I hope this video helped you a little bit and you like this tutorial. Definitely check out my other videos if you haven't already. I have a ton of tutorials, a ton of tips and ways to really guarantee you sales on Etsy. And I have another interesting video to come that I'm working on that will be uploaded by next week. And I really want to get back into posting way more frequently. I'm going to be back on TikTok putting in some tips. So definitely add me on there. And if you're someone that wants some Etsy coaching, then send me a message. I'll put my email in the description box below. And you can also obviously reach out if you need social media management. I'm a social media manager and I help businesses across the world. And I'm currently working with over 7 clients. So if you're interested in that, then definitely reach out. And until next time, I hope you guys have a great week, a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.